Hey, this is Tony Ross for TonyTeach.com, and I wanted to teach you a really cool trick, and it's called adding handles. So if we look at the character I have here, it's our little stick dude character. I want to go to my transform tool, and if I click on the hand, okay, we see the hand that's there. I can simply press the letter B, go up the hierarchy, get the forearm in hand, then upper arm in hand. So all of this is great. If I press B once more, it grabs the entire upper body, which is cool. All right, I can do the same thing with the foot here. And if I go all the way up to hierarchy, again pressing B, that's that full little back leg there. Press B once more, and I have all of the lower body. Okay, but what I'd like to do is I want to have basically two little handles. Like if I click on it and move and try to move the upper body, I can do that without having to jump through everything. All right, so this is what I will do. Handles basically look like it can be something really basic, like I've got a drawing layer here for the upper body. Let's say if I wanted to make a little weird circle. Okay, so in my little node view here, let's get rid of that for a second. What I'm going to do is make two different drawing layers. All right, so the first one, I'm probably going to add this near my torso. And that's because it's going to be handling the upper body. So I can simply do Command R. That's Control R on PC. And I'll just call this upper body. I'm just abbreviating everything. Handle, HNDL. Okay. So I'm just adding close for now. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and connect this to one of my comps here. All right, so I've got that drawing. Let's grab my brush tool. Now, usually with handles, I try to make sure I'm using a really bright, garish color, just so I know what it is. All right, got my brush. I'm going to hold down my O key, click and drag to the right a little bit, get a decent sized brush. I'm actually drawing with my mouse today, so. All right, this is a simple little shape. All right, now for the fun part. If I look in my node view, I have a peg for the upper body master. Okay, so it's there. So this particular peg, what I'd like to do, let's zoom out here, I'll pull another cable from here and attach it to that new drawing. Okay. So now, if I click on this, okay, cool. I've got something I can control that with. All right. Now we'll do the same thing for the lower body. All right, so there's the lower body master right there. And what I can do is make another drawing here. So I'll do Command R, Control R on PC. And let's do lower, LWR, body, and handle. All right, and this one, it doesn't really matter what composite they're attached to. Technically, not really. So I'm just going to pop this over here. And I'll come over. Let's grab my brush tool again. And make this look a little different. Maybe the lower body will be like a little square or something. Now, you'll see sometimes where people have gone in and made little icons that look like the upper part of the body, and they'll draw that on the little thing here. I'm just kind of keeping it simple. All right, now this one, I'll pull another cable from our lower body this time and attach that. So now, if I click here, great. Got the lower body. If I click here, I have the upper body. Okay. Now, there's one small problem. If I go and take a look at my render view, all right, one, I don't have a color background here. I just have basically black. So if I want to put that on a transparent background. But the problem is, in the render view, I can still see these little dots. Okay. So let's go back out here normally. And what I need to do is add something called a visibility node. Meaning, I want this to show up when I'm working and animating, but I don't need it to show up in the final render. So in Harmony 20 and above, in your node view, you can basically hit your return or enter key and you get your search window here. And I can type in VISI for visibility. If you have earlier versions of that, you would come down to your node library at the bottom, down by your timeline. Again, go to your search window and type in VISI. All right, I can drag this up here, or drag it up there. And what I need to do is I'm going to hold down my Option key, Alt on PC, and pull this into my handles cable. Okay. So if I double click here, these are the two options you have for visibility. Display in OpenGL, which this is OpenGL. Yes, I do want that. Now soft render, I'm going to turn that off. All right. So now if I look at my render, we don't have that top one. Okay. So I can just copy this node, Command C, Control C on PC, and I'll come over to this other area here where our other handle is, and we'll go ahead and paste Command V, Control V on PC. Hold on our Option key, and that just allows me to pull that straight into that cable. Let go of the mouse, let go of the keyboard, and if you look, I'm still in render view. Neither one of those are there now, and I can go back to our regular OpenGL. I can still see them. All right. So if we decide to animate or rock the top part of the body, we can, and I can still come over here, click on the hand, and let's go B, and I'll rotate that up, go B again, rotate that up. All right, so all these things still work separately, but I still have the ability to move the upper body all at once. So I hope this was helpful, and if you like this, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And last but not least, coming up this Saturday, we're doing a quick little workshop on how to actually rig this character out. This is a simple stick figure character, and I'm showing the basics of rigging in Toon Boom Harmony Premium. So one, if the node view scares you, this is definitely a workshop you should sign up for. And also, if you've been curious about just the basics of how all of this stuff is set up, we'll be going over handles as well as basic parent-child rigging. So you can sign up. The link is in the description as well as it's on our little cards here. And will be about 90 minutes, probably about an hour of demo, and then have Q&A at the end. And letting you know, this is not a free workshop, but it's actually cheaper. We've priced it cheaper than like hiring me out for an hour. So come and check us out and let us know what you think. This has been Tony Ross for TonyTeach.com. Remember, make art, not excuses. So go make something. Have a good one.